it like that. Now I'm over you. Now you think you wanna come back. I used to pray for you. You know this love in my heart, you know I'll never change. I used to pray for you. You know this love in my heart, you know I'll never change. I used to pray for you. You know this love in my heart, you know I'll never change. Ain't no distance between us that's gonna change the way I do.
QB, and this is DNA, and today we have a very special guest, my great uncle Yami. How you doing?
Afternoon, everybody.
You okay?
Really good. Nephew, nice to see you.
How have you been?
Really cool.
Yeah, you look like you're. No, you look like you're getting better.
Yeah.
You look like you're really getting
Thank
better.
you, nephew. Thank
Remember the kind of places we've been, ups and downs.
you. Since the
Do you know
journey,
what I mean? I've seen you on some lows.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So to see you looking like this,
I know, thank you.
I'm happy, man.
I know.
So I just thought I'd get you on my show, innit? Because at the end of the day,
Okay.
I'm not gonna have a show without having Uncle Yami be on it.
Of course, family.
Do
Yeah, of course.
you know what I mean? So obviously the name's self-explanatory. Dad's not around. You even mentioned it today.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. So obviously Dad's not around. DNA.
Yeah.
So it's like basically, what are the kind of things that happen when Dad's not around? How do you think it affects us? So, how was you with your dad? First of all, could we start?
So that one question, sorry, Q. When
Yeah.
you was phoning, because you phone me every day,
Yeah,
it keeps flashing up, Dad's not around.
Yeah, that.
So I just thought you was
That.
just referring to, I thought it was, that was what it was.
Yeah, no,
and
it's
then
a
I
show.
said, what was it? I said, what, you going for a funny phase?
No.
'Cause it didn't say Quincy on it no more.
No.
And then I registered, I goes,
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
message.
It's the logo.
It's a logo.
Yeah, it's the
right.
logo.
Yeah, no, it's very interesting, Q.
Mhm.
Because can't really say after father going into care at 10 years old.
You went into care at 10.
So I didn't, my father figures were gone, and
So who was your father figures at the time? Would you say
my dad
from 10 years old?
up till 10. My-
10 years old onwards until you got to prison for the first time.
I had loads. It was the angels were the women for me.
Mm-hmm.
There weren't men took advantage of me when I was younger. Nah.
Yeah.
Did
But
that-
what I'm saying
Yeah.
is, what about the people around the area?
All the mums.
Little earners and that, and
Yeah, my role models.
yeah,
When
that's
I
what I'm
got-
saying.
But after, if they know a bit about my story, Q, obviously I was in care.
Yeah, you told them. Go
Family
ahead. You got the mic.
I had family difficulties. Dad had a stroke. Mum took an overdose. Me and my sisters went into care.
Mhm.
Suffered some abuse in the children's home. Didn't settle too well without being at home with my mother. And ended up stabbing a member of staff who was taking advantage of me. So I ended up
You
institutionalized.
stabbed the member of staff that was abusing you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was
okay.
only a kid. And then I ended up in custody and was there for about 30 odd years.
Did you go jail for that?
Yeah, went jail.
How much did they give you for that?
I was
by the way.
in jail. I was in Stamford House, which was
What was the sentence? I mean, for that.
because he
Yeah.
died a few weeks after, but not because of me.
Not because of you, obviously.
But I was in Stamford House, remand home for young boys, and I was in a room. My first
What year was this? Sorry,
1980,
1980.
81.
Oh, yeah.
So I was in there
I was like 1 year old.
ready.
You was going through all that already.
Q. And guess what, Q? I forgot to tell you. When I walked into Stamford House, my first ever roommate was Chris Eubank.
Wow.
So the first man I ever saw.
Chris
in an institute.
Eubank was in them places, yeah.
Yeah, for something he was stealing. He had some difficulties as well, but I liked him.
So where was it? Was it Stamford Hill?
Stamford House.
And Chris Eubank was
Shepherd's
in there.
Bush,
I've been in
Golden
there. I've been Stamford House. I was there.
Was you, Q?
I was there. Yeah,
I thought it
was
was shut
there.
down.
No. Was it Stamford House? Yeah, Stamford House. Stamford House and Orchard Lodge.
Oh yeah,
Those are two
Orchard Lodge was
secures I
around.
was
They
in.
were
Yeah.
similar.
Both of them. I went to both of them.
Did you, Q?
100%.
Oh my.
And there was
days.
one in Middlesex. I forgot what it's called.
Red Hill.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
Secure unit, yeah?
secure unit.
Yeah, I was in there as well.
Wow, you did the rounds after me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but anyway, Q, I went there and they held me in custody
Mm-hmm.
from about 12 to 14 and a half
Mm-hmm.
because they couldn't work out what charge to give me. So
Mm-hmm.
they tried to get me to admit to something more serious.
Mm-hmm.
And a little
Is that what they were
black
trying
lady,
to do?
the tea lady, said to me, Sammy, look, so in the end, after 2.5 years, they settled for ABH. And then I went to live in a children's home in Moser, and then I became a thief.
So was there any sentence to the conviction?
No, it was my first ever previous convictions. So
was it?
Yeah, they.
So what did they give you?
They gave me.
Not every sentence is
I got
prison.
conditional discharge and a fine, but I'd already been in custody for that case for.
A remand. You've already
for
done enough remand.
So I was already.
Was you been there for a year or something?
2.5.
2.5. You done 2.5 solid years
in there as a kid, yeah.
without, and then they didn't.
Yeah, because there was some mix up with the features of the case, and they wanted. I was going to admit to something really that I didn't do.
That's cold though, isn't it? They should actually compensate you.
And we took it to the before it
happened. 2.5 years is long on remand.
And not only that, Q,
for a young boy as well.
But can you imagine that before the stabbing, I took it to Westminster, what's it called, Westminster, to the social services, and sat down with about 15 people and said that what was happening to me, and none of them did nothing, and sent me back to the children's home, and then they started bullying me for telling. So that's when the stabbing occurred. It's a sad story, but
that's very sad.
And then I went on a run of 36 years behind the door.
So you're basically saying, from your dad having the stroke, then you went to children's home, So why couldn't your mum just look after you?
Because she took an overdose when he had the stroke.
Okay, so
no one to look after.
So this proves my point. Then, dad's not around, then things start going left.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because he could have been there to still look after your mum, but then again, your mum might not have done the overdose because he would have not had the stroke. Did you do the overdose because he had the stroke?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the reality, Q, is that I used to find my dad used to hit my mum. I used to protect my mum. Didn't know the real reasons why he was hitting her until much later in life. So I held bad feelings towards my dad. I was a mummy's boy. So we went on holiday. They was arguing in the build-up till we went to Barry Island on one of those family holidays. And me and my two sisters went with my godfather. My mum and dad came a couple of days later to patch up their differences, started arguing. And then they had to leave us early. And on the way back driving, he had the stroke. Mum took an overdose. So when we got back from Wales, they were both in hospital, and we were signed over to social services, me and my sisters.
So you see that, right? I just thought of something just then. You said you grew up hating him. So you see when you grew up hating him, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you think that hate, which is obviously resentment and all types of stuff, feelings, it's all muddled up, do you think that hate could make you start following other older guys as an example? Because at the end of the day, you say it was all women around you, but that's woman caring for you, but being anything to do with a man, you copy from somewhere. That's how it goes. Everything gets copied.
Yeah. It worked
even if they don't tell you how to do it.
Yeah.
Unless you was acting like a woman, which I can't see you acting like a woman.
It worked out.
You get what I'm saying?
It worked out the other way around for me, though. Keith.
Yeah, but you ain't been acting like a woman though.
No, but I tend to have, when not spending all them years in prison, the 36, 7 years after that event.
Yeah.
I liked women always because they rescued me when I was younger. So
no, I'm not saying it's not liking. I said it's nothing to do with liking. I'm on about would you've got your male traits from?
No, I didn't. From those in institutions.
This is what I'm saying to you.
Belonging
and because of the resentment of your dad and that, you're more inclined to pick up
other people
from some other males, some other male stronger figures. Do you get what I'm saying?
No, that's
nothing to do with the moralist code from being around women.
That's it. Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
That's
so because you hate and resentment, I like my man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk like him. All the things he talks about, I like them things. Yeah. He said this is the one, so this is the one. You know, like certain males now.
I kept changing
because you ain't got your dad.
Yeah. The more badder they got, the more that I liked
that you more liked it. So that could have been filled with a lot of hate and resentment for your dad.
Just hit the nail on the head.
So you're getting extreme down the other way with your ideals of what a man should be,
and all of them the wrong role models.
Exactly.
That's
what I was trying to get at.
It was that. That was my feature.
But we don't know it until we talk about it, though.
Yeah, you just got it out of me. You just made it easier for me to say. That's exactly how the whole of my life went, because I'm just surrounded by role models of men. I rated him at first, but then I saw a higher standard than that.
And you got nothing to compare it to, because
and I'm only
as far as my
comparing
dad
the higher
is concerned,
standard.
I'm not even thinking about him no more.
So I never had not one father figure on the outside.
So he's always trying to better that last bad boy that you thought was my G.
And then you reach the top of the tree, and then you realise you start rating all the killers.
Yeah, and it's all a lie.
And it's all a lie. And now I'm surrounded by good people late in life, and recognising where's. So I had to relearn after being programmed for something like 30, 40 years.
So how long did you do in prison in total?
37.
Out of how many?
40.
Out of how many? How old are you? Right, let's not
really
tell
have to
anyone.
let them know.
You don't need to do that. So how many
I'm
years
50
have you?
something
How many years have you been in prison?
37.
Totally.
out of 41, and I've been out 3 years now. 4 years nearly, the longest in history.
But that's well done though, because you know
And I've had no life, no.
that's always been
Until
quick.
now.
In you come out for a holiday, go back in.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about this morning.
Yeah, it's got.
Didn't process nothing, no
Yeah.
normality.
It was a holiday.
And then going back
Go
there
back
was
in.
like home.
I was at home. No, saying that today, it was a bit. The mentality
God,
is
you're
mad.
hitting all the notes today.
Huh?
You're hitting all the notes. That's what I was thinking about on the train.
Yeah.
It was hot because you run about. I used to come out. It felt like I was out ages for 6 weeks. The longest I was ever out in history was 5 months. And all I'm doing is running around crime sprees. And then you're nicked for about 200
And you don't even
offences.
care.
And you don't even care.
It's just relaxing, isn't it? Just
White suit on, back in custody.
back in custody.
And then you're thinking, what do I do next? Oh, yeah, the jungle. Yeah, familiarity. Been there since I was a little boy. It's all right. This is normal.
So have you got a son?
Yeah.
Well, I don't even need to go deep into our relationship, but are you able to give your son what your dad didn't give you?
No.
No. Okay. I don't want to go too deep in that because tell by your body language.
Sadly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even though
For my grandson, I do that.
yeah, even though you say that though, but you see what it is you see like your dad's passed.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's kind of it's like, you know, when it's gone, innit? So
Yeah.
right now, even though there might be a kind of upset or angry vibe, you still got a chance. No matter how you look at it, no matter if he don't like you and you don't like him,
Yeah.
you're both breathing, innit? So every day there's still a chance. So hopefully
Yeah, I get
that
it.
chance does come. You know, like when you're dead now, you can't do anything. He's gone.
No.
That's it. All you can do is just have him as a memory, and that's enough. But hopefully one day, you know, you and your son
So
be able to
then
patch something up. So you can
basically-
pass that down to him, so he never gets in that situation with your grandson. Because that's all what happens, you know, it's trauma. You see the same way you might deal with your son, or your son deals with you. If it ain't sorted out, one day he might get in that situation with him and your grandson, which is his son, and it's just the same feeling. Do you get what I'm saying? How you lot are dealing with each other. He might deal with your grandson like that because the example ain't been set, or the curse ain't been broken of how we need to deal with each other on the lineage. You know, like
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So sometimes, like I said, no matter what, just think in your heart, just know that you still got a chance. And it's important because it'll be important for your grandson. Otherwise, he'll feel the trauma from you down to your son, that down to
He's
him.
feeling it.
And that's what I've been going through. And I've recognized what it is.
Oh, I've seen it now.
Do you get what I'm saying, bro? So
Yeah.
sometimes you got to understand you're doing it for more than you. You're doing it for the little one who ain't even come up yet. But But remember when he said, "Where's my granddad?"
Keep saying
After a
it.
while, he'll start to understand for himself.
He's worked out
and then he'll
already.
start understanding why we arguing, why is this, and then it just becomes like, okay, now it's on him. Do you get what I'm saying? And then he carries it down to his one. Do you get what I'm saying? When he gets older, so just got to think about things like that.
Yeah.
But what's one of the best memories you had of your dad? None. That's sad.
It's the only thing.
What about that day when you went to Fingerborough? What was it? Where did you go? Where did you go?
But I didn't have a relationship with my dad.
Oh, you didn't even have a
Too
relationship.
strict
He was too strict.
with my mum, and everything was. He was a serious man. But realizing later
You
life,
think you're strict with your son?
no, I'm not
No.
strict with no one.
Okay.
And then my nephew, he said that when he died, my dad, I was in Whitemore with you, believe it or not.
Yeah, we was in Whitemore together.
New Year's Day, he died on my birthday, right?
Yeah.
So when he was dying, he said to me, "Sorry, son." I said, "Sorry, what did you do, Dad?" And then as he was dying, he said, "The reason why I was bad to mum is because your sisters, I'm not her dad. When you was 1, when you was 2, and we had my other sister, your mum went with another man, and I covered it up for all my life until he was dying. Then he said to my sister, "Sorry, I wasn't your dad, but I am. But that's why. But is it an excuse for hitting mum? But really and truly, I don't hate him no more.
It's passion. It's a passion crime, isn't it?
I've got older
Even
and
though no one
realised
didn't
that
die,
my
but
dad's morals,
obviously.
and he stayed with her to the bitter end. That really, I sided with mum, which is what a lot of boys do. But in reality, I couldn't. I
No,
can't
but you only
hate him
you
like
only
I
sided
did.
with
In
mum
fact, I
because
like
you
my
sided
dad
with
now.
mum because of
Witnessing.
how, witnessing the hit-ins,
Yeah.
and probably not knowing the full story of what's what. Do you know what I mean? So
I never ever
obviously he
processed
took
it,
that to his grave, and then you've had to live with that now.
and I like him now.
Do you know what I'm saying? But you like him, and he's not here now.
I know.
So you do what I'm saying? So do you see what I'm
He was
saying about
honourable.
still having a
Everything.
chance?
I know.
It's important.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Resentment's
Because at the end of the
funny
day,
from
at the end
somebody.
of the day, you know what it is, right? You've been through loads, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything you're going through with your son right now, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's like water off a duck's back compared to what you've really been through. You know, when you've really been under pressure, when you've not known if, boy, I might not even see the light of day again today. So anything else other than that, it's really it's not a small thing, because obviously we got our pride and there has to be respect when you're talking to me and there has to be some kind of order. But where's family? I'm gonna try. I might not try forever, but I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you one more try of me. I'll try one more time, just to satisfy my thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you see, once I try this time and you're still being that little thingy bob, you might not come around today, but I'm gonna do what I'm doing. I'm gonna say what I'm saying and let you know I'm here. And then even if you're still having your little stupidness, maybe in a month's time, when something hits him, he might think, you know what, I need to get back with my dad. Do you get what
Well,
I'm saying?
it's my-
No, it might not happen. I'm just putting it out there.
Well, the one
'Cause you
question,
put out positive energy, you know.
one question is, I've been out 4 years getting used to life and
Yeah.
the hurdles, not being a criminal no more, obviously, and doing my
Mm-hmm.
work in the community of helping others and my TV stuff and all that, nephew. But we stopped talking about 18 months ago. He said the worstest possible thing someone could say to me.
I bet you've heard worse, fam.
Nah,
I bet you have.
nah.
yeah,
Think back to what I told you in the children's home.
yeah.
So I stopped talking. So am I right to hold feeling over what he said, even though he apologized? Sorry,
No,
Dad,
no.
I didn't mean it.
No,
so I've
no,
been
no,
sulking.
No.
It's a really hurtful thing to say.
It's a very hurtful thing to say. It's a very hurtful thing to say. You said he apologized.
No,
Yeah.
I
No.
haven't forgiven him.
No. Exactly. That's what I was getting to.
Yeah.
He said he apologized, so it's not like he's saying, yeah. He's like saying it with his chest anymore. Like, he said what he said. He's apologized.
Yeah.
So now, it's if you can accept that. That's it. So if you can accept that, he's accepted you being out of his life for many years. Do you get what I'm saying? Sometimes we don't even take that into consideration because of we're just a man in it and we're on our mission and then we seem to think, oh, because we are doing good now, you should just forget everything else, how I made you when I wasn't there for you, when you had to suffer and I couldn't be a dad for you.
Yeah.
Like, you should forget all of that because I'm trying. Sometimes we automatically think like that, but then sometimes they've got lots of scars and stuff for when we wasn't able to be there for them. They've gone down certain roads because we wasn't able to be with them. They've gone and started having some different role models because we wasn't able to be there for them. Do you get what I'm saying? So sometimes we need to take that in consideration, and even if it takes a bit of time, just kind of process that information and just think, raw, even though you said that one thing to me or you've done that one thing to me, technically I've done 100 things to you. Do you get what I'm saying? That's nothing for you to make no decision on.
No.
That's just me just kind of reflecting on
No,
my
of
own
course.
situation
Mediating.
and just making you
Yeah.
see,
Seeing
that-
all sides.
yeah, all sides. Because sometimes, like I said, where we've done so much stuff negative in the past and then we're doing so much good now,
Yeah.
we just think, everyone should just get in line. Like, just be happy that I'm doing this because, if
Yeah.
I'm doing the other one, it could be bad for everybody. But guess what? I want it to be good for everyone. That's why I'm doing this. I don't just want it to be good for people who I deal with.
Yeah.
Like, the most important thing is that it's good for you lot. Because then I can give something back to you lot, at least, even if it's just information and knowledge and just morals and principles. I can give you that as a dad, even if it's not talking directly to you,
Yeah.
but just the way I project myself and I talk about things. Because look how much people admire the way you think.
Yeah.
Like, your son should be your biggest fan. Your son should be the one that takes it all in and think, yeah, you see, if there's a problem, ask my dad. That's how it should. You get what I'm saying? Because he knows you're the problem solver, you're the thinker, you're the expert, and that's how it should be. Because even without even giving him money or anything, just, oh, you got a problem? Yeah, let's call my dad. My dad will sort it out. And you would have sort it out even without moving. Just pondering on the conversation. You get what I'm saying? So sometimes you might be stopping that from being in it because of our own situations, but you'll get round to it. You get round to it because I know you. What I do know about you, you got the biggest heart. So at the end of the day, some things there
That's
might
really
be some
strange.
blockages there, but I'm sure
Makes
you'll
me
sort it
laugh.
out.
I got to say, because the reasoning, I can understand resentment from him, but and yet I've done bad things, terribly bad things, right? But yet I question and judge on saying something that's beyond evil and wicked from your own flesh and blood. And I believe
'Cause you
that
don't
even
expect
me and
it.
you, I wouldn't think, I don't think I could say that to anyone.
Yeah, I know.
So, but who am I to pass judgment
but-
on that? But that's the worst.
Yeah, no, it's the
And I'm
worstest
thinking,
thing. But you see
if
the
you
same.
can't love me, then you must really hate me to
but
say
you
that.
see, but you see the same.
That's too bad.
You see the same way though.
Yeah.
That you lived hating your dad.
Yeah.
Maybe he's lived hating you for so long because you ain't been in his life, and that's why it was so easy for him to say it.
Sometimes I think people have been
you get what I'm saying?
brain warped and
And they do that as
by
well.
their mums and
Mental
whatever,
health
but I
and
don't
stuff
know,
like
you
that.
know,
There's
like,
all types of
they
things
grow
going
up
on.
with hearing
Smoking all
people
this funny weed and all types of
Yeah,
stuff.
That's what they were saying.
Do you get what I'm saying? But there's all these things
I've been
going
off
on.
key before, so I know
Yeah,
everything.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I
So-
still wouldn't say so. But I
no,
don't
you
know.
think so. But when a man hates you for so many years, you know, because you're not around and you can't be my dad and all that, sometimes you come out and you've been raised around women as well, yeah? Everything's emotional. You start blurting out things you're not supposed to be blurting out as a man. But how was you taught not how to be a man? You couldn't have, because I wasn't around. So you couldn't have taught him how to be a man and not say things like
got
that.
my ways.
And you don't say stuff like that.
No.
As a man, you keep that stuff in and you don't talk like that.
Yeah.
You ain't been able to teach him that. So he's just like, he's like the wild version of you.
And I
Even
was
a wilder version of you because you wasn't around at
'Cause
no
I wasn't
time.
like my dad
At no
either.
time. Remember, no time really. Remember you talking about all them years he was away.
Yeah.
You've already been known and then you've popped up and then it's like, yeah, you know, let's celebrate because I'm back and da-da-da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? When really, man's had like 37 years, I don't know how old he is, but however much years of loss in my heart, even though I might not show it, but it's been a loss. Like I've lost my dad. I've seen him a few times, but he's not here mentally, so I've lost him. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not able to have a relationship.
No.
It's even like I was saying the other day, I went on a visit the other day, my aunt.
Yeah, I heard.
Went on a visit and he said, I don't want no visit. Went all the way up to bloody...
Sweet.
Yeah, up to...
Gill.
what's it called? What's that place? In
Hey.
Leicestershire. Grendon.
Grendon.
Went all the way up there. Yeah. Sat
He's doing
down.
life sentences.
Yeah, he's doing life sentence. Sat down in there, but he's got mental health.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so we sat down on a visit and the screw come up to him and said, he said he's sleeping, he doesn't want no visit.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously, to me at the time, it didn't bother me.
Nah, because
You know, like,
too much now.
I don't really care anyway.
We expect it.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that I don't care, it's just that, like, I come
can't-
too far.
Too many
But
things.
my
that you could
aunt
be
was
thinking.
crying. And that's what hurt me the most.
'Cause
you
she
get what I'm
remembers
saying?
She remembers you when you was a baby, so she's gonna feel.
Do you get what I'm
things that
saying?
She knows.
But at the same
Yeah.
time, he's still my dad. And it's like, if the only reason he was invented to invent me, I'm still gonna respect it as my dad. Even if he's got these ways and this is that, and I know he's still got mental health as well, so I can't extremely put my foot down and say, if I can still help him, I'm gonna help him. That's just how it is. Like I said, that was the only reason why he was born, was to born me. Well, that's enough, isn't it? Because I'm here, right? And I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm sitting here interviewing you in this nice studio and that. If that's all my dad needed to do for me to happen, then yeah, that's it, man. I'm not gonna discard him. If he needs anything, I'm there, innit? So
And you're damn. You know, it's so bad that when I was in the children's home, when my dad had the stroke and the disabilities, when he used to turn up sometimes, walking to certain events where you take part in social services as a parent, and you know, my mum was separated at the time and have to come individually to attend meetings when we was kids in that home. When he used to come, I used to hide away. I didn't want to see him. It's like I hated him, but really now I get what I understand, but I just didn't want to see him, Q.
you ever thought that your son might have felt that about you at any time?
No, but there's things that he says that, and I know my grandson loves me. I got a funny feeling he didn't like that, all of them.
No, maybe he's jealous because
He is
you're not
jealous.
showing.
But
You ain't
he's
showed him
30
that
odd.
love.
He's
That
30
same
odd
love.
years-
You know that same love
I
when you're
can't
picking
give
him up and you're getting excited.
but I can't
No,
get-
because he never had it. So maybe there's a jealousy feeling. It's not really,
it
you know,
is.
like not jealous. Like, oh, I hate my son now, my grandson, your grandson. You don't hate him. It's just like, oh, I didn't get none of that. Do you get what I'm saying? I didn't get none of that. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I didn't feel that from my dad. I didn't see that excitement in his face. I didn't see that joy in his face when he's hugging me. And
See,
I didn't get none of that.
I think because he's from Brixton and whatnot. Like,
I see him walking around a few times.
boy, but Q, one thing.
And when I spoke to him about you, it was never negative.
No, my son loves me. But what I was saying is, sometimes it could be the other way around, that you think that he begrudges me being his dad because the rest of his family, everybody's dark and he looks mixed. And he says they keep calling me Chinese boy and Indian boy and all that. And he said he grew up and then he doesn't know what colour. You know, it's kind of mixed little feelings. And then you don't know whether he hates
but
me
you
for
just
being his
explained.
dad or
No.
for being the wrong colour.
No.
If they think like
No.
that, I don't know.
No, maybe maybe I just saw an angle in there. Maybe he hates you because you wasn't around to set these people straight and put them in their place when they were trying to make me feel like this.
Yeah, that is a possibility because that's.
Do you
come
get
up
what I'm
as well.
saying?
Resentment. I'm not. I'm only resenting one thing. 'Cause I
No,
see
but-
now I've
no, but-
matured outside. Now I understand
No,
exactly
but-
what you're saying.
But like you said, you hated your dad for so long.
That was without.
Do you get what I'm saying, bro?
Wrong.
And you got it wrong. So imagine you've got another situation here
Yeah.
where you could be wrong or he could be wrong or things that people put in their head, his head could be wrong. But you still got the chance. And that's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Okay.
Chance is important.
So
Do you know what I'm
just
saying?
you're only my
Do not
mentions to
ever,
me.
do not ever just log it and think,
know
oh,
what?
that's the end of that.
So then my cousin rang me from Wales. And when I was on drugs a few months ago, it's the cleanest I've ever been now. And I was talking about my son. She went on the video, don't you dare start saying, you look it. I didn't say one word. She slagged me off for about half hour and just hung up the phone.
Wow.
Sticking up for my son. Like that. But everything she said, I thought, I can't answer back.
So
It's mad.
since you've come out, have you ever had any moments where you've enjoyed being a dad?
I enjoyed being a granddad. When I saw my grandson,
Is that there?
our hearts touched. They
Yeah.
witnessed it. I don't think they liked
But do you know what that is, boy?
And
Because
he
you missed.
was shouting things out on the videos.
Because you missed though.
He was shouting things out on the videos when that's the video call. And like he was trying to let me know things that they weren't. I could be overreading it. But he would shout things out. So I was, Granddad, you need to come down here to see me. And then obviously I heard my grandson say, why can't I talk to my granddad? Why? Why? And I could hear them. They can't know that I'm hearing. No, leave it. Go away. Don't want no relationship with me and my grandson. Cool. But I do love my grandson.
Or
badly.
maybe they think that's all you're interested in though.
Yeah, but I
And it
do.
can't be like that though.
I
Like,
can't.
it can't be.
Well,
Like,
I'm
it
not going
can't
to
be
sit
like
and
that.
lie to you. I've never loved
No.
anyone like I love my grandson.
No, we're not saying that, but it can't just be, I'm just here for my grandson, that's it. Because at the end of the day,
No.
you miss so much of your son's life
I
already.
know.
Do you know what I'm saying? So just saying, oh yeah, I'm here for my grandson, that's a bit selfish, if you ask me.
But I love everybody. But I said this special. I love my grandson.
No,
more
it's
than
going to be
everybody.
different because what your grandson is what you missed.
Oh.
That's what your grandson is. Everything you missed with your son. That's what it is.
I know.
You got it back. It's like a bless. It's like a double blessing. But don't mess the blessing up
But they,
by not handling that next
No, but
part
they've
in the
taken it
middle.
away from me, haven't they? So
No, you
I don't
could
get
say
the
they're
crown
taking
and
it away
glory
from
now.
you, but you might have taken it away from yourself because you said, yeah, this is what you said. You said, he said sorry, but you're not forgiven. Do you get what I'm saying? So now it's really on you, bruv. It's up to you. It's like how long you can hold on to that for. If you think that's bigger than moving forward and not being around your grandson and
No.
not healing the wounds and not doing that. If you think that feeling there is bigger than that,
Yeah.
that's all on you. That's all gonna be you. God's give you that chance. God said, you know what, you can have it all, but you're gonna have to take it.
Sometimes then the parenting thing and all that kind of stuff, Q, everyone says to me, you can't love someone one more than all the other.
No, you can. Of course you can.
I said, well, I said,
Of course
I
you
get
can.
you, but
And
I
it's
love
not you
my
can't, it's-
granddaughters.
there's different loves.
Yeah,
There's
I love
different
my
loves.
son. I love my granddaughters. I love his missus. But I said the difference, got to admit that I love my grandson more than everybody.
But sometimes
So
you
what's
don't-
the point of
yeah, but
being
some- no,
honest
but-
then?
no, but
What's the
no,
point?
no,
They're
no,
saying
no.
that you can't say
No,
that.
no, but I was
You
about to
can't
say,
say
but
that.
No, I'm about to say sometimes you don't need to say that. What do you need to say? it
Yeah,
for?
but I
What-
didn't know,
What is
did
it
I?
proving?
Yeah, but I didn't know.
Ain't
did
proving it.
I
Ain't
was just
getting
being
us
honest.
nowhere. It's just
I just
making-
came out and blurted it
No,
out.
because
one day.
everybody wants your love.
I wouldn't
so
say
if you
that.
want to come in the stay, dude, everyone want your love. So if
No,
you're-
I said,
if,
yeah,
if
yeah.
you're saying, oh yeah, I love him more than that, and
But it doesn't mean I
there's
don't love
always
them.
going to be jealousy because what it is even though you see adults in your face, inside there's childs in them. Do you get what I'm saying, brother? And some of them childs ain't growing up because you have been missing a part of their life.
I know.
Do you know what I'm saying?
like
Some of
they're
that
a
child still ain't growing up because
like the older-
you was the missing part. And then you've come back and you're still saying, I don't care about your inner child. This is what I care about, my grandson. That's what you've actually told them. If you get what I'm saying. When they've been waiting for years to receive this love from you, and then you just downplayed any love that I might give you, but it's all
I
in
feel
this
like
one.
I'm not attached to anyone though.
No, I know
There's
what you
no
mean.
bonding.
No, I know what you mean. But it takes time. It takes time.
Yeah, but not if you're being pushed out of it. You
no,
can't
it
get
takes
to
time.
bond.
No. You say you pushed out, but you
No,
kinda,
they pushed out.
Yeah, you pushed out, but
And
you
they're
kind
too
of
distant. And they,
yeah. But I'm saying you've kind of done that
Where's
as well.
the love, really?
Maybe you got to show them, bro.
I showed it.
No,
was
you
giving
might
them
have think
everything.
you showed it. Money doesn't mean anything, and this and that. That doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean. Think about when we used to have money. The amount of different kind of girls we got just because we got money. It doesn't mean anything. I give you $1,000. It doesn't matter over there. Yeah, you get on my nerves. There's another one over there. It doesn't matter. The money don't mean nothing. It's like rich people when they got money. You think because they bought you this, that's important. That ain't important to them. Money's just making them shut up. Do you get what I'm saying? Try and work. You work 9 to 5 for that money, and you wouldn't be giving it out like that. So when you do give it out, it's be like, yeah,
they don't know me.
It's a more appreciation.
They don't know me. They've
No,
been
nothing
told
to do, no.
little things
They
get
don't.
blurted out
They
by
don't.
the information that they've stored from people
they
that
don't.
have been telling them things about me
Yeah.
all my life. It's there in there. Yeah, your dad,
Yeah.
he's like this. He's like, when really it's nothing
But
further from the truth.
But it's like me as
The
well.
only one that
but
seems to read
if
the
you
picture
do
properly is
things-
my grandson, and he's 9.
Mhm. But if you do things that enforce that kind of
Yeah,
thing,
but it
Bob,
wasn't Q. Since I've
no,
been out, I've been a
no,
known criminal. It's the longest I've proved it.
We're not on about criminality. We're not about criminality because at the end of the day, you might be not. Well, who knows, innit? Right? You're not doing crime because of X, Y, Z, maybe because you don't want to or because of whatever. But that doesn't change the way you behave.
Yeah, but
It doesn't change because you're not doing crime. It doesn't change your personality.
yeah, but you can only get in through
You
the
get
doors,
what I'm saying?
have relationships with people if the door's open.
No, but the door was open, and
No,
you said
it
you
wasn't
ain't,
open. It
you
wasn't
said
open
you-
regularly, Q.
No, you said you ain't forgiving my man because of what you said. So since then,
No, but there was a
then it's
build up.
dead.
Remember, we had a year or so before that, though.
Yeah,
And the door
yeah.
wasn't always. It was being blocked.
Okay.
I want you to get to know me first and get. I said, but I'll get to know you're 33 years
Hmm.
old now, but it's no good. Yeah, but when you spend about 2 years with me, then you can go and see the grandkids. Like you're holding.
Yeah, but why wouldn't you see that as in being important though?
I did say it's important, but I'm saying to
Why
you,
would you even
he's not a
question
child
him?
no more. But I don't see the point in shutting me out of everyone's life for the sake of.
But maybe he wants you to be his dad. That's
I
what he
was
wants.
going to be his dad,
Yeah, but
but I'm not going to be blackmailed.
no.
That I
it's
can't see
nothing
the
to do-
grandkids.
It's nothing to do with blackmail. He's just thinking that that's distracting me and him. That's probably what he's thinking. He's like, that's a distraction to me and him. I want to bond with my dad. Get all the time back that I didn't have. I can't get all it back, but at least
No.
bloody half of it. He might be a big man, 33 years old to you, but inside he's probably still crying like a child.
No, I think it's resentment. It's cool.
But that's, you see it, you know what a child is? Do you know the inner child? It's got all of them things attached to it. The resentment, the hate, because the things that you ain't been able to give it, it hasn't grown up. Until you feed it, it can't grow up that inner child. It's still gonna stay small. Do you get what I'm saying? That's inside them. So if you need to make things grow, you need to give it certain things for something to grow. And his one got stumped at a certain age because you wasn't around. Certain things you could provide, certain advice, certain love, certain nurturing. You ain't been able to give it to him. So
I've been
it's
out.
just like,
I've been out nearly 4 years, and I've only just realised how to be a parent in some kind of way.
in some kind, we
Little kids are telling me what to do.
but yeah, I'm the
Uncle
same.
Yam never knew nothing.
Yeah, I'm the same.
So
and
how
I'm
could
just
you expect
telling
me
you about my
to
process?
understand about being a dad when I've been away since I was 10 years old and I come out of 50
She's got
to learn life again? How? What skills? You got more skills than me.
He might, but there's still something that he's missing, and that's you.
Yeah.
You can have all the skills in the world. There's no book on how to be a parent.
Yeah.
We don't get taught it, and like you said,
I couldn't
where
read
where
it.
we got put down into that iron bloody world we was living in, we become just solid, just hard.
Yeah.
That's why you say when you're sitting around, it's hard to. You feel detached
I know.
because you learnt to detach yourself so you could ride the bird.
And I'm looking at when you're sitting in front of him and he looks at you like that. Look. Who are you looking at like that? No, you look like really hatred there at the corner of your eye. I saw it. But instead of questioning it, going, "Oh, you're upset with me," I'm questioning, what are you going on like that for? But really, oh, I thought you didn't. There's been some big.
Clip him around his ear or something.
I turned up on
Fix
the door.
yourself
Kid.
up, man.
I turned up on the door because he thinks
Serious.
it's a big lump and all that. I had to turn up on the door one day, knocked on the door. I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Can't you ring before you come?" I said, "Who has to ring?" Yeah, but I didn't know you was coming. Yeah, and then I see my grandson looking and laughing in the background. You know what I mean? I'd say, "Yes, granddad, come." I love my grandson. I do.
You love your son too, but it's just
I do, but I do love my grandson's the apple of my eyes, and I can't help that, Q. I've never loved anyone like him. It's mad, isn't it?
But it's
I love all of them.
But it's
Q.
your son though.
I love you,
That's
but
the
I
funniest thing.
do love them all. Though.
It's your son's son.
Yeah, but I'm
So-
saying I love them all. But I'm saying I divide.
You know what I mean? Without that-
how can I not? How can I love him the way that I love my grandson? It doesn't.
No, because he's a big man.
He's a big man.
When you look at kids, you feel more innocent and compassionate.
Yeah,
to them.
yeah.
That's all it is.
Is that
It's
what it
because
is?
it's a kid. Do you know what I mean? But it's yours as well. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a kid. You ain't been around kids like that really. Remember, because you was in prison for so long.
I know.
So it's just like, yo, it's
It's
just
like with your
it's like
grand,
me
innit?
having
Me and your grand. Do you remember Q?
love
Innit?
her.
No,
You get what I'm
but me
saying,
and her.
bro?
Remember when
Yeah,
you said
exactly.
Yami?
It's like,
When I first come, he goes, Yami,
Exactly.
she's taking you for a ride.
Exactly.
And I was just
Wrapping around
going,
that
well,
little
Q, do you remember?
Yeah.
But I loved her. And it Q's
Yeah.
the way it is.
It's
I can't
kids.
help it. I've got to do, I've done all
No,
my
it's
reliving
fine, it's fine.
and relearning. And now I'm reaching that stage
Yeah.
where I'm agreeing with you on some points you've mentioned today already.
No, I'm just saying. Obviously, like I said, it's all up to you, innit?
It's
You
all
can-
up to me.
You can if you can, and you don't if you don't. It's up to you, innit? I'm
Yeah.
just letting you know
But
while
I do
people are
miss- I
while
do
you're
miss
still
them,
alive,
though. I do miss
and while they're still alive. Yeah, that's good.
I know secretly
That's
they're
good.
happy that I've turned my life around.
Come on, man. Of course they will be.
They're happy.
Of course they will be because
'Cause I know
fake
my-
tears at a funeral is not what we're interested in. We're interested in while we're here
Yeah,
being able to do something about it.
yeah.
And if that's what we if that possibility is still open, you know what I mean?
I know, but
But my guy's mum just died, Dewey.
is it?
Yeah, his mum just
And he's a
died.
joke.
Yeah, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So
IQ, what was that? Sorry, bless him. I
R.I.P.,
liked it.
R.I.P.,
IQ, what was that?
yo.
When we was talking the other day, I said to you a few months ago, I said, Q, because you're talking about family, grandsons,
Mm-hmm.
daughters, sons. What answer me one question then? Because you're more experienced in this than me. If I spot them lying to me and conning me and
Mm-hmm.
anything over a period of time, and I've explained that to certain ladies
Mm-hmm.
around me, they said they mustn't lie to you. They mustn't con you. They mustn't say, I gave them money and they say, oh, we just lost that. Oh, someone just nicked it. Can I have some more? It feels like you're taking me for a mug.
No, you just have to set boundaries, and that's it.
What boundaries? And then
you're-
you switch on them and they make
listen
you to
me.
be the bad guy because I kept giving and giving and giving.
No. Boundaries is not switching. It's just that.
Are people? Did we lie to our family? Did I lie? I've lied to people in the past to get money and things. So am I wrong to judge that they've taken?
100%. They're just doing it in a more cuter way.
Yeah, but you mustn't lie to your granddad, though. Your dad?
Yo, I lied
Or
to
did
my
I
mum.
lie to my mum? Yeah. True.
Do you know what I mean? So what I'm saying to you, you just have to set boundaries, and the boundaries are not shouting afterwards. It's just that
No.
I haven't got no money. Simple as. Do you get what I'm saying? I haven't got no money. If you don't want to talk to me now, I haven't got money, then I realize now this relationship is only about money.
But
Do you get
what
I'm
answer
saying?
me another thing? Why do
Yeah,
they always?
because they think because you got no boundaries. You're like, yeah, go on. Remember you're happy go lucky. Go on, yeah.
Like
And then
you-
when it stops, they're like, what's going on? What are you
Yeah.
doing? Where's the money?
because I caught them.
And then they start lying and saying they start making excuses to
Yeah.
get some more money out of you
Yeah, but-
because you're pausing. We don't want
Yeah,
no
but they're
pausing.
taking
We-
the-
They want Uncle Yami making it rain. That's what we
Yeah, but
want
you're
to see.
good. Ask them,
Do you
granddad,
get what I'm
I say, I
saying?
know you want weed. You don't want to do your thing weed, but now you're telling me there's no food. Can I have £8 for the electric? So now you're playing on the hot, but I know that you're lying. So I'm thinking,
But
but
you know
you
what,
need
though?
to do that. But
Yeah, but you used to do that in the pen.
I know that was in the pen.
That was you.
I know.
That was you. All the excuses under the
Well,
sun.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't like them doing
Yeah.
it. It makes me lose
But
trust.
it's karma. It's karma. All the guys that you probably done, you know what I mean? It's a little head size too.
True.
Yeah, they've come back in the form of your grandkids and,
I don't
and
mind
your,
it, but
and your
when I'm
little
trying to
nieces
get,
and
I
that.
can't get to my grandson, and I say to you, go and give my grandson.
How many
this money,
persons
and
have
he
you
doesn't get it.
done someone like that over and you felt bad for them after you thought, oh, I should have done that. He was all right. You get what I'm saying? Because I know you already. You do something bad and then you start feeling it in your heart. Within an hour, like, oh my God, I like John. John was all right, you know. Why did I do that to John?
I know. It's like,
You know what I mean? Let me go and knock on John's door. John's fucking run off the wing.
I said, I can't.
You know
I'll
what
do
I'm
a
saying?
job for you now, John. I'll make amends for that.
You know what I'm
Don't
saying?
worry about that. I'll come up for you on the big day. Yeah.
So,
No, I didn't know. Q. I felt like they was. I don't know, but the more.
no, you know what? I get it
is-
all the time, you know, but sometimes I know there's people out there that's done worse to me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it's just like, cool.
wicked.
Yeah.
But I
do you know what
wasn't
I mean?
wicked like that on the
Nah, but I
out,
know some
though.
people that's done worse
in
to
jail,
me,
in
and
the
you know
jungle,
what?
it's different, Q. But outside, I wouldn't do nobody nothing.
No.
My
but-
history ain't doing. I've done I've done some bad things, but I'm not. I wouldn't say that I do. I do my behaviour in jail and outside, as you know, it is completely different. Mind you, I ain't a criminal this no more, am I? So, but I treat if I ain't harmed nobody since I've been out, Q. I haven't nicked nothing off no one. I ain't conned no one.
Yeah.
Even when I've had my downtime, I was still giving, managing to keep things. I still help you. I love you. I've made amends and continued. But the one thing, obviously, I'm missing. I'll have to think about this. What you're telling
Yeah,
me
man,
today.
just think about it, innit? Because at the end of the
I
day,
know.
life's short. You get me? You're here 1 minute,
I'm
you're
holding
gone the
resentment.
next.
I'm holding to like just the yammy in
Maybe
jail
that's the
one.
next part
when
of
they
you.
don't give me. I'm like,
Yeah,
you
maybe
know
that's
what I
the
mean?
next part of you just going really to top exactly where
Yeah.
we all know you're going. We all really can see that.
Yeah.
Where maybe that's just the next little part that's just holding you. Once you do that, I've done that. I've done all I can. Yeah, and hopefully, as I'm going up, I'll be able to bring you lot with me as well because
Yeah.
that's all I want.
I take
Do you know what I mean?
Grandson could come and live
Yeah,
with
because
me.
you could all live together. You know, you have your own place there. They got their own place on the same grounds. Got to press a buzzer to come in mine, though. You know what I
could
mean?
just imagine
Don't want to
it.
see you lot every day.
I'd like to just be
Do you know what I
me and
mean?
my grandson every day, all day.
Yeah, you can do that. You can do that. It's possible.
No on his own.
Once you get to where you're going, where we know where you're going. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, I wouldn't worry about that.
You lucky.
Don't worry
You've
about
got
that
a
at
good
all.
relationship with your grand. You sort of seen it. You get some.
Yeah, but
you got
there's
discipline.
ups
You're
and
very-
downs. No, there's ups and downs. Don't
With
worry
me,
about
I'm
that.
too plating it. Everybody
Yeah.
they can see the floor. They
No, there's
can,
ups and
kids
downs.
are smart, aren't they?
Yeah, there's ups and downs,
I
definitely.
love them though. It's the way
But,
it is, cute nephew. But
So we're gonna wrap this up now.
Yeah,
It's
Q,
coming
brilliant.
to an end. So
Yeah.
you got any messages for?
messages is obviously don't live the life that I lived by harming people by way of crime and that kind of stuff. And when searching for father figures, thinking that you don't need them because a lot of us are growing up with one-parent families now. There's the dads that don't seem to be around anyway. Choose the right role models and look at the right stuff online. But I see there's a lot of boys that carry themselves. It's not all delinquents. That it's not
No,
all-
no. There's some good
boys
good
who
up
learn
and
from
coming
and
boys.
who take
Learn
the
from the
role
right
of
people.
father and look
Yeah.
after their mums and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah, 100%.
I'm pleased with some of them. I wish I would have had those skills.
All right. So anyway, this is DNA. This is QB, and this is another episode wrapped. And like to say, follow Uncle Yami online. He's out there. Big up yourself.
Love you, Q. What I'm saying. Yeah.